Hey, my name's Nunzio. I'm the bass player from Owel, and here's some of my gear. This is a Fender Jazz Deluxe. I got it maybe 2 years ago. I used to be a P-bass guy forever, but with this project, I like the versatility of the jazz bass. I actually won a different bass in a contest from Guitar Center, and I didn't like it, so I sold it and used the money to buy this because this is like my dream bass. So that's how I got it. But I love it. I use this for every show, and probably 85% of recording with this bass, and use the P bass for some stuff. For strings, I use DR brand, which is a Jersey brand. I don't see much difference between the string brands. I do love the DR brands, and I'd like to represent Jersey a little, so definitely like those. These are 105 on the top end to 45 on the small string here. Everything else is stock on the bass. I didn't mess with the pickups or anything else. But I mean, this is an ideal sound for me, so I didn't need to modify it at all. This is actually exactly how I keep my settings. So I always keep my volume knob all the way up. I keep the tone here in the middle. This is my active passive switch, so I keep it. I play passive, so I keep it up. And that's about it. And sometimes I switch during the songs the tone a little if I need to, but not much. This is usually how I keep it set for on stage. So this is my board I use for live applications. This is the beginning of my chain. So I keep a volume pedal on both sides because I like to have a final volume pedal so I can cut everything off when I need to. And we do a lot of swells, so I use that for a lot of the swells, and then when I'm working with my chorus and delay here, I like to have the volume pedal at the beginning of the chain so I can, sweep into some swells and go down and still have the sound, delay, doing whatever it's doing, and be able to swell on this side. Then I go into this is my Boss tuner, and then I go into a Sans amp here, which I don't use often, but I have it here in case I run into an issue with an amp, or sometimes at a venue, very rarely I'd have to use it, but I can get the tone that I need in a pinch if I have to. And then this is my heavy distortion pedal. It's a Soundblocks pedal. It actually has a lot of different settings here, but I use it for really heavy distorted stuff, coupled with my Mark bass boosts. So I usually just hit them both at the same time to get a nice boosted distortion or fuzz or whatever I need. This is my typical fuzz sound that I use, the Big Muff. I use it in a lot of songs most of the time for lesser distortion fuzz stuff. And I use my Soundblocks here for the big time, big sounding stuff. And then I got my Boss delay and chorus here for the ambient noises and the swells and stuff like that we use. We sometimes tie in two songs together with some ambient noise and stuff like that. So that's what I use those for. So this is my Harky Kilo head. It's about the settings I use for a live application. I do use the graphic EQ live as well, so that would be turned on. I scoop some of the mids out. Into my amp head. These are my live settings for my head. That's about it.